But my name is Jamauri Bogan. I'm the CEO of Bogan Developments. Okay, come on, work with me here. Here we go. I'm from New Jersey. I played football at Western Michigan University, where a lot of people know me from. Finished second all time in touchdowns. But while I was there, I got a personal finance degree in 3.5 years. And a year later, I couldn't get enough of school. And so I got a master's in business administration. I consider myself a community servant throughout my football career. Even now, I've done a lot of things with ministry of community, the gospel mission, and Laurie Norris High School is where I still work at. We're now working on year 3. Fox Sports came in last year and ran a story on our financial literacy and leadership class that we have there with their athletes. I'm now a licensed agent. We're Remax Advantage. And I'm also the managing partner of Necton Construction, in which we've hired 3 guys from the core neighborhoods of Kalamazoo, and we've had them on job sites around Kalamazoo and outside of Kalamazoo. So here's my first project. I was in my senior year of college. Real estate was something that was exciting to me, and I thought, this is easy. I can do it. And but I didn't have money, so I had to be creative. And so I bought this property in Battle Creek, Michigan for $2,500. And I didn't think I could lose on a $2,500 home, but we lost. We put $9,000 on the roof. We ended up bringing some teammates down to clean up this bed bug infested house. But what I didn't know at the time was that realtor fees, back taxes, and all these other fees were associated with the buying process. And it's actually changed my life or changed my perspective when it came to housing. And it made me a more conservative investor. And it's also made me go out and get my license and start a construction business because I've seen the realtor get 3% and I've seen the contractor kind of take advantage of us. And I wanted to take those things and have them more in my control. So this is my first project. Here's some recent projects. Partner with the city of Kalamazoo with my former teammates, Curtis Doyle and Zach Terrell. And we have an affordable housing unit. The single mother and her 4 daughters didn't have a house at the time. It was exciting to see them run through the house, run through the doors, and actually have a home now in which we bought them gifts for Christmas. But the community aspect still has not left me since I've stopped playing football, and it's something I continue to do in real estate. But here's a recent flip that me and my partner Curtis also have done. It's closed out in December. We purchased it for $55,000. Our construction company did work for $15,000, and we sold it for $127,000. And so this was a nice flip. Great Christmas this year for me. Really, really rewarding project. But here's the project that we're here to talk about. 315 East Frank Street. It's south of the Gibson Guitar Plant, where we just heard about the new Hard Rock coming to town. So that's exciting. And it's east of Factory Coffee. So great spot. But here's the impact. We're going to build 4 residential units, four duplexes, 8 residential units, 4 affordable, 4 market rate. And we're going to build a mixed use space on site with 2,000 square feet of that allocated towards youth development and 500 square feet focused on that is going to be an owner's unit. And here in the middle, you see between the duplexes, you see a community garden. We're going to have bike racks. We want to kind of get into the walkable city while also having a huge impact on the community. And so here are my project goals. My first one is to create a mixed income neighborhood. Affordable housing is a huge issue in our community, but we all know that putting people below 60% AMI all in one area is not productive for a community. And so we have to ensure that we have mixed income. So my vision is to have the senior who's looking for downtown living, the just recent graduate from Western, and the family living at 60% AMI, all in the same street, having conversations and building a great inclusive neighborhood. My second goal is to better education outcomes. So we have the Kalamazoo Promise at 18, but what goes on from 0 to 17, right? And so how can we help bridge that gap to ensure that African-American children now, African-American males are now or only 50%, only 50% of African American males are taking advantage of the Kalamazoo promise when they graduate high school, which is a huge issue. So I'm looking in my youth development space to focus on kids 3 to 5 in their education. And we know that from 0 to 5, 90% of brain development occurs. So let's take on that and make sure that we better our community there. I also want to promote healthy food options. We all know in minority and communities, there are health disparities. And I think a lot of that comes from what we consume. And how can I change that? I'm not going to build a grocery store yet, but we're going to build a community garden on site to help, ensure that fresh peppers and all that good stuff is going to be grown on our site for once again, our community members to come together at the community garden and have a conversation that they once may not had. Our last, my last project goal was to create curiosity. When I was 12 years old, my mom took me down to her job at Prudential and had me come to her bring a child to work day. And that day legit changed my life because that day I learned about the stock market. Never heard of it, but that day I learned about it. And it put me on the path to want to become an investment banker. Then I realized my family wasn't good at managing money. So then I went to school for personal finance to become a personal financial planner. But I ended up becoming a real estate developer. But it's the curiosity that has taken me to this place. And so my job now is to every minority child, every child that looks like me, I want them to now drive past a building and think about owning it. That's my goal. One of my last goal here is to create curiosity in the children in our community. And here are my partners: construction management, AVB; architectural engineering, Tower Pinkster; environmental, Envirologic; law, Warner North Cross and Judd; civil engineering, Hurley and Stewart. I tell everybody, I think I've assembled the A team. I really have some really, really elite partners that also believe this mission with me. And here's my master plan. So my property is 1.5 acres, and so I have a lot more growth to do. And also the parcels around there are vacant. And so I have a plan to do some more development along along North Pitcher, and I'm excited about it. Um, and if you have any other questions or you're looking to get in contact with me, here's my contact. I look forward to having you guys on East Frank Street and have you guys. I actually, so to give you guys just when I plan on starting July 2021, I plan to have the shovels in the dirt. So thank you guys for your time. Have an elite day.